go, man. You into dope and dope shit, then you need to be in the smoking section. Yeah. We stuffed the cigarillos, 3.5s in the woods. It's lights, camera, action, flying flashy in your hood. You in the smoking section, then we vibing with your groove. Can't get the third seat if the host don't approve. She fly, flashy and red, and I'm rich, bitch. We in the new trends, creative and dope shit. Might pull up in your city looking for exclusiveness. If you're really hot shit, might put you in the mix. So follow the podcast, the lives and all events. Subscribe on YouTube, the smoking section. Yeah, we lit.
We're in this bitch.
In this bitch.
We lit. We back
We back.
again
Again.
with more exclusiveness.
With more exclusiveness.
Yeah.
Don't steal our shit. Welcome to
Nah.
the Smoking Section Podcast. I'm Rich, bitch.
And I'm fly, flashy, and red.
We got a special guest.
Legend.
Legend in the streets with us tonight.
Lady K.
Huh?
Lady
What?
K.
Original Special K.
What? Run that shit, DJ. That's her intro. Run that shit. Run that shit, DJ. Yeah.
Sorry
Yeah.
is all that you can say.
What?
That's my shit.
What?
Okay.
Years go by and still the words don't come easily. Like sorry, like sorry. Forgive me. It's all that you can say. Years go by and still the words don't come easily. Like forgive me,
Hey.
and you can say baby, and baby can I hold you tonight? And maybe if I told you the right words, ooh, at the right time, you'd be mine. I love you. It's all that you can say.
Woo.
Years go by and still words don't come easily. Like I love you, but you can say, baby, my baby, can I hold you tonight?
Hey.
And maybe if I told you the right words,
What?
ooh, at the right time,
What?
you'd be mine.
What?
Sorry, it's all that you can say.
I definitely want to shout out my DJ. For sure.
Word.
DJ Keys.
Especially for getting
And
my
y'all know
joint
his
on.
slogan. So don't try to steal that shit either. He plays everything.
Like sorry,
Yeah.
like sorry.
Yeah. For sure.
Versatile.
Forgive me. It's all that you can say. Years go by and still
You need a light, DJ? You alright?
words don't come easily. Like forgive me.
We definitely in the smoking section.
For
sure. We stay in the smoking section. For sure. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, that's what we do.
Definitely.
What we in the dope.
And dope shit.
Hey, look, man. I want to shout out my sponsors one time, man.
For sure.
Liquid 2.0.
Liquid 2.0.
Huh? Rich City Kennels, man. Yeah, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Real pretty designs, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
shout
For
out
the
to
trays
Tiff.
and the ashtrays, Zaza Land, you know what I'm
Zaza
saying?
Land.
Hey, for sure. Oh, edibles, anyone.
Yes, for
Y'all
the
holler at Cuz,
doperitas.
man. Edibles,
Yeah,
anyone. You see, we
Yes.
already one down, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we do, man.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
y'all
Hey,
killed that
and we
song.
got them Butter Brothers up here too, man.
Oh,
With that lemonade, man.
definitely.
That shit
Yes,
bumping, man. I'm
yes,
trying
yes.
to tell you. Hey, look, and we can't forget the guy that comes dressed to impress for us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Huvo,
yes.
man. We gotta shout out
Huvo.
Huvo and Huvo photos.
Yeah,
And
I
then
need to get
Yeah.
down.
Huh? What? Y'all know what I
Oh,
mean.
yeah.
All this stuff.
Definitely, yeah.
Everybody up in this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I feel left out.
Way forward.
I
Shout
feel
out
like
to
y'all should have
Zay.
a t-shirt or something.
Drop that jump. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that shit hard.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Zay. Y'all make sure y'all hit him up. Get some
Yeah.
apparel.
Yeah.
Fucking Huvo, nigga. For
What's
sure.
the meaning behind the name?
Huh?
You know?
Hey, you got that jump for me, Curtis? Humanities.
Find your vessel and you keep evolving.
Huh?
Listen, evolve.
What?
Okay. There it is.
There we go.
Appreciate it.
All day. See, we work as a
That's-
team right
Yeah,
here.
it's
man.
hard.
The Smoking Section
All y'all
podcast.
repping that joint.
Yeah.
Thank you,
know,
yeah.
Dress to impress,
I-
man.
I felt like I should have had a t-shirt, you know what I mean?
You know
Like a
what I'm
little
saying?
bag.
We got
with-
you.
Oh,
know
we
what
got
I mean?
you. We gonna
Yeah,
get you.
yeah,
We gonna get you up.
Don't feel
Yeah.
left out. We definitely
No,
got
it's
you.
all good. I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all having me. I
No, we
like what y'all
appreciate
doing.
you.
Yeah, the
Thank
smoking
you.
section.
Thank
Man,
you.
This is big for us.
Word, I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
So, for those who don't know who Lady K or Special K is, who is Lady K or Special K? Or
Well,
both?
it started with Special K. And for
Okay.
me, I would say just hip hop. That's who I am. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? I went to a club. It was a teen club. It was in the far west end. Ain't nobody go there. Like, if I even mentioned it, wouldn't nobody even know what it was. But my brother was DJing, and he had to babysit me, and he had to put me, like, in the DJ booth. But he
Okay.
was, like, macking chicks, you know what I'm saying? Do what he did. But he was like, don't leave the DJ booth. So, first time I didn't leave. But there was a stack of records, and I was like, well, what are these? And he was like, trash. Real talk. So I was like, can I have them? So I took them home. It was The Roof is on Fire. What is a DJ if it can't scratch? Egyptian Lover Jam on it.
Okay.
Some UTFO, the Roxanne Shante joints back and forth, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I fell in love with hip hop, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So
okay.
my mom used to call me Special K, and then Breaking came out. The girl Kelly, her name was Special K. So it just kind of went hand in hand.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Facts. And then I was too young, like, to really get into clubs. So I used to go down and beg the bouncers down at Ivory's to let me in underage.
Okay. Average.
It was the stupidest way I got in this club, but they were like, you can't flip, you can't dance. So I had to come in and dance for everybody, and I had to do back handsprings all the way down the fucking, the little hallway joint all the way till I got to the bar. But I did it. So they had to let me in. I was like, man, I was young. I was super young. DJ Cool was the DJ.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This
that
was-
was a dope era.
This was, and DJ Flex that had the water dance was
Mhm.
downstairs at first. And then,
Wow.
yeah, it's just so much. So, all right, so to get back to the B girl in me, yeah, sorry, I'll talk that thing out.
You fine?
So, Disco Sports used to be in Regency. The Helds owned that, and I used to cheer with their little girls. But we always used to dance on the side. Like, they liked hip-hop, too. And then my dad was friends with the dude at Celebrity Room. And I don't know if anybody knows about 2001 that was on Broad Street, but the New York City Breakers came down here and did some, like, dance contests. And the little Held girls from Disco Sports got in it. And I was sitting on the sideline. And I was like, I can do that shit. Like, they breaking. They got little sweatsuits, you know what I mean? Because Shaq had just came out with his little shoe. Like, they was really doing
Okay.
shit, you know what I mean? So I
Okay.
was like, oh, they fly. What the fuck? They don't know nothing about this. So, sorry, no disrespect to them. I love them to death. They still around. But, yeah, so My dad took me to the celebrity room one night, and he was handling some business with Gus, the dude that owned it on Brook Road. Okay. And he had a back room where performers used to come, and the New York City Breakers were there again. So I was like, hold up, y'all remember me? Hey, I can do this shit, you know? So one of the dudes picked me up, put me on his head, started spinning me around. He was like, squeeze your ass cheeks. I was like, all right. Okay. You know what I mean? So now I'm head spinning. So he was like, can't you flip? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, do a suicide. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, don't complete the flip. I'm like, huh? He's like, use your hands, use your feet. He did the jump, and I was like, oh, I could do that. Boom, did that jump. So then I was like, oh, all right. So then I did a backwards suicide, landing on my stomach. They were like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, I don't know. This shit fun. You know what I mean? So hip-hop. That's it. So I started dancing. I got kicked off cheerleading for smoking weed during tryouts. You know, just
what? You been in the smoking section too, then?
I've been in the smoking section. My dad was in the smoking section. I ain't gonna put his people. Yeah, fuck it, they did. So my dad's best friend used to grow for the state back in the 80s.
Wow.
And laying down in Goochland had that real purple haze. That real purple, like the Jimi Hendrix purple haze. That's why it was named that. You know what I'm saying? So I used to steal the shit. Shit used to come in a glass Peter Pan jar. Because peanut butter used to come in glass jars. There wasn't no plastic back then. So he would get it shaved. No stems, no seeds, nothing. Just ready to put right in his little rollers. And I used to pick that motherfucking safe. That's how I learned that you had to shake that motherfucking bag first. You know what I mean? My first time I stole weed, I put all that shake in that motherfucking bag. It says, did like that. I was like, shit, I lost half the fucking weed I stole. So, yeah, shout out to my dad. You know what I mean? He 83, still smoking. Hey. So,
that's what's keeping him alive.
Yeah, he ain't did nothing wrong.
No, he's still smoking. He went and told his doctor down in South Carolina. He said, I quit all that medicine you put me on. I'm back to smoking weed.
Yeah, that's it.
He said, your shit better than it looked on the medicine. I ain't gonna tell nobody. So, because it ain't legal down there yet. But whatever. Yeah, I love weed. Shit. That shit been around. So hip-hop and weed. That's Lady K. That's and my daughter, Cameron. You know what I mean? But
all the founding fathers grew weed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the Declaration of Independence, because all of them grew weed.
Yeah, so I just kept going. There was a club called T. Finnegan's. I used to go in there and break dance in there. Used to do dance contests to try and pay my rent. Danced against Slick and Sly. Beat them. They shot the club up. Tried to kill me and my partner. Yeah, I mean, we in this shit. You know what I mean? But I won the contest and I paid my rent. Shout out to them, Mitch and Mike. But yeah, and I danced for. Oh, we gonna stop? Because I just keep going. Staples Mill and Glenside. Real talk. Yeah, real talk.
It was the stuff still a rug or the store. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Did you just say some dance dudes shot in the club up?
Well, they didn't, but peoples did, yeah, because they was mad as fuck. Some two white girls beat them. Hell yeah. Yeah, you weren't supposed to be doing this shit.
You got served?
Facts.
Shit.
Facts.
Are you fucking serious?
Fucking serious.
Hell
no.
no.
Let me tell you how real it was. This was my cheerleading partner. So we would take little shit from cheerleading and put it in there, too. So we did this little jump where I ran up in her hand and she flipped me backwards. And my motherfucking toe hit the top floor of the club in front of everybody. Ooh. Like, I broke my toe for the contest. Fuck all y'all. Pay me my money. Yeah, fuck out of here. I limped right off that bitch. But give me my money. And then I got pulled in the freezer, to live. And
they shot the club up.
They shot the club straight up.
Dancing was that serious back in the day. Hey, see, back in the day, dancing was rapping. So, yeah, niggas ain't rap battle. Niggas think.
There was a couple local rappers.
What they do?
No, facts. All that shit. All that shit. Y'all ain't gonna get me up here busting out no fucking overtime. Yeah, but we used to dance for this dude, A1 in the Source. And he brought me in, and the twins was there. It was the first time I seen them since, their people tried to kill me. And he was like, y'all gonna have to get along. The fuck? Y'all gonna have to learn this fucking routine. And we gonna do this.
Oh, you had to go dance with the dudes.
Yeah, later. You know what I mean? It's cool. Right. It's all love now.
Yeah, everything cool.
And then I started promoting a little bit. I started going into Ivory's all the time. And I learned how to maneuver to meet people by keeping a bad bitch with me that would have fun. Yeah. So I could talk business.
I hang out with one of them, too.
No,
Not like that.
she ain't one of them.
Not like that.
Not what
Not
I'm
like
talking
that.
about.
Not like that. No.
Wrong.
Hey.
No,
No.
so I'm gonna talk to you about this business, and then I might get you. You know what I mean?
no.
Right? No. She ain't there.
Well,
Right?
I mean,
Okay.
we kinda
So, like
got-
I said, Kevin
We'll
behavior
talk about
with me
that.
like that.
We'll talk about that
No,
off camera.
but I'm okay. But here's how this all like started. So Naughty by Nature came to Ivory's, and I had a chick with me that did some maneuvering, and we followed them to the fucking airport. And not on no groupie shit, but just on some fan shit. Like, we missed the fucking show. We didn't get down there in time. So we go into the hangar with them. We smoke some Philly blunts. You know what I'm saying? Meet everybody. Mad fucking cool. They're like, yo, y'all are our first fans. Like, real shit. Like, we'll never fucking forget you. You're our first fans. OPP had just come out. They were like, this is the first time anybody's wanted to talk to us. Followed us, and I was like, we didn't mean to invade your space. We just wanted to say, keep doing your shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So then I started dancing for MC Ruff in Obsession, and he was like, he wouldn't tell us who we were opening up for, but he took us to the Roanoke Civic Center, and he was like, come on, we just going. I'm like, all right. So we dancing. Shout out to Monjay and Derek and Jay. But we dancing, and the whole fucking arena starts, go white girl, go white girl. So I'm all, I'm in my shit. Like, I'm feeling myself. Like, oh, this me right now, right? So I hear in the background, yo, ain't that the motherfucking girl from the airport? And I'm like, yo, we open up for Naughty by Nature. I quit dancing and everything. I done fucked the whole routine up. Like, I mean, not in a bad way. It was kind of at the end, but, you know what I mean? So, okay, boom. Their fucking van breaks down. They ain't got no way to get their equipment home, their DJ, nothing. So I'm like, yo, take my whip. You know what I mean? Just kind of linked myself in like that. So then, boom.
Wow.
I'm working at Ivory's. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like a cocktail waitress. Now Flex has moved to D.C. Cool's still upstairs. And now my boyfriend, Quincy, is the DJ downstairs. Took Flex place.
Okay.
So we chilling. I'm upstairs working. Digital Underground come in.
What?
Motherfucking Pot come up to me, tap me on my shoulder.
What?
You Special K? I'm like, yeah. He's like, Tresh told me come smoke with you. You fam. I was like,
Yeah, Tresh told me. Yeah, what?
yeah, okay.
That's my.
Okay.
Hey, hold on, Paul.
Okay.
Shout out to Mr. Rack, CEO, because that's his guy right there, man. You know what I'm saying? When it was coming up, that was his guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his guy.
So they used to have a dude named Chap with them. Baby Steve. Pookie was their manager. They were just real down to earth. They always showed mad love. Anybody they fucked with showed mad love. So then the Flavor Unit tour, Latifah was on that joint with Leaders of the New School. You know what I'm saying? People that don't know Buster come from Leaders of the New School. But trying to think who else was on there. Public Enemy, Nice and Smooth. Man, it's just so many fucking people. Like, so some dude approached me off of Storm and Norman's dance party. Not Storm and Norman that is here now, the one that's passed away. And he used to do that T. Finnegan shit where I was telling you that I used to dance at and hit my toe at the top.
Yep.
He came in and propositioned me to start dancing and open up for the Flavor Unit tour at the Capitol Center,
Okay.
at Hampton,
Okay.
at Richmond. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, of course. So I got a little dance routine together. I had a couple dancers that I had been dancing with, and we did that. And that kind of just plugged me into the scene. I mean, that's just kind of how it happened. And then Quincy got shot and killed, the DJ I was just telling you about. And
damn.
and I couldn't really sleep. So I was real tight with B-Rock. B-Rock used to be on overnights before KDP and Juan Condi came on.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
And
okay.
and B used to be down at Ivory's with us. He was the MC, like a Nat or a KO or you know what I mean. So
Okay.
he was the MC, and he knew Quincy, and he knew I was having a hard time sleeping. So he was like, "Come to the radio station." So I spent overnights with him, and he would get drunk, or he would have a shorty. He had a sleeping bag and a pillow in the closet. Like, he had a whole nother little setup, and I would run the board all night, and then when it was time for him to speak, I'd come get him, and he'd do it. So
What? So you was running a radio station,
so
basically.
he taught me how to do
What?
radio.
Okay.
So then, finally, he went to his boss and was like, yo, she been up here interning forever. Y'all don't even know it. Like, Katie and Juan are vouched for it. So they brought me on. And I just went through A lot of politics over there. I just leave it at that. I worked in promotions. I was on the street team. Then I got on air. Then some people that I just ain't even gonna carry that energy into 2021 just did some foul shit, stole some ideas, you know what I'm saying? So, and then the streets took me away. So when I came back, they put me on the rock station on Wild 101, and they put B-Rock back on Power. And then they put Shawn Michaels on Y101 with us, and then later fired us for sounding too urban, and then fired B-Rock off of Power for sounding too white. So I was like, why didn't you just switch us? That was the stupidest shit ever. Like, y'all just wanted to get rid of us.
That was like a setup.
Right. So then new management, Radio 1 comes in. I've left. I went to J100. So that's where RJ, me, Reese, Lonnie B started. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's where Dee Dee Renee was in Kiss 104 in the trailer. Like, we was getting it over there. Like, that was the best times ever. So when Radio 1 came in, they decided not to keep us because they wanted Power to be the breadwinner. And I don't know if y'all remember, but then they started Hot 99. So Big Nat came in. And then I went on air with Big Nat. And then I went and did some time. And I kind of fucked up my radio, corporate America radio.
The fuck?
We stuffed the cigarillos, 3.5s in the woods. It's lights, camera, action, flying flashy in your hood. You in the smoking section, and we vibing with your crew. Can't get the third seat if the host don't approve. She fly flashy in red, and I'm rich. That's me. New trends created the dope shit. Pull up in the city looking for exclusiveness. If you really hot shit, ladyk, put you in the mix. So follow the podcast, the lives, and all events. Subscribe on YouTube, the smoking section. Yeah, we lit.
Yeah, that was a commercial break. For sure, for sure. Then we're gonna get back into this story. You know what I'm saying? Why my girl got put off the fucking radio and shit. Cause she seemed like a cool vibe right here with me.
Yeah,
you know
me
what I'm
too.
saying? In the smoking
I had
section.
a hard head. I had a lot of lessons.
Huh?
A lot of lessons. A lot of hard lessons.
So it wasn't all you? Or was it all you?
I mean, I'd have to say it's on me because I was doing shit outside of radio and music that would put me in situations that I'd have to do time.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So before I get into any of that, like, my daughter changed my whole life. 9/11 changed my whole life. You know what I'm saying? That's way deeper. But what I was going to answer in a respectful way is that that's what I'm working on. Because my life is like at the height of my music and my hip-hop career was the height of my criminal career as well.
Wow.
And I had to answer to my criminal career. I had to leave New York, you know what I'm saying? Doing shit that you wouldn't fucking imagine. So I was dancing on Direct Effects, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was the audiovisual DJ across the street at Planet Hollywood in Times Square. I installed every single one of those TVs. If you've ever been in there, I put them in.
Wow.
I was the DJ upstairs.
Okay, talk about history.
So,
that's dope.
Yeah, like, and then working with Mariah and Street Rats here on Street Team and Record Pool put me on to a promotion side of it. So when corporate radio kicked me out because of, we can't fuck with her, she's too wild. We'll just say that. We gonna let her go do her time and then go about her way. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. Street Rat took me in. Shout out to Say and Fat Cat. Like, we've been down for years.
Shout out to Say and Fat Cat.
Say just kind of took me under his wing, and I started doing all the promotions with him and Mariah, and they were so respectful because they knew I was a felon. They knew I had I was a parolee. Like, before we abolished parole here. I was on parole, so I had indefinite probation. I had some real strict shit. Like, I had a midnight curfew at 21. I just was able to get my passport this year. Like, I'm 49, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just had some real shit go down. So, to answer your question on that, I'm working on my story.
Got you.
So I was writing books, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't complete them, so now I have a team that's going to help me do a screenplay and turn that shit into a movie.
That's dope.
So it's
That's dope.
the verses. You know what I'm saying? The streets kind of versus the music. So I don't want to say too much right now, respectfully,
Right.
because it's
We're gonna have to
deep.
get the book.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit in there. So yeah, I mean, I don't even know where I was at right then, but that's just kind of. Yeah, so street rats, that's what I was at. I'm sorry. You know, we smoking. That's what happens in the smoking section. Short term. So,
you know how it go.
Say just took me in under his wing, and him and Mariah respected that I was a felon and I couldn't tag the streets.
Yeah, you right.
I couldn't put the posters up, so I just drove. You know what I'm saying? Mariah would get out. She was a beast in that shit. Like, nobody was better. If you saw any JC shit, any Rockefeller shit around this motherfucker, we was tagging that shit. I mean, everything. Sony, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've only had a couple fucked up incidents. So one of our biggest clients, I guess you would say, was Bone Thugs, but sorry to the game, but I just can't fuck with them. They, you know, I had an incident with that, but again, that's gonna be
in the book.
Yeah, it's gonna be in there. So
we're gonna have to get that.
Yeah, so you know, I've always stood by street code. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never ran my mouth. I ain't never been caught up in no case. I've been snitched on twice. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done bids. I've done shit for other motherfuckers. I've done bids for drugs I ain't never even laid eyes on. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. Yeah, so I mean it's a lot of foul shit. So yeah. So the biggest one is that I've been owned by the Commonwealth since I was 18 years old, and Judge Culp, that pussy motherfucker, I said it, in Henrico County, he dead now, but I don't give a fuck.
What?
He said in the courtroom when he
It's
gave me
on his grave.
Yeah, fuck him. Gave me the max in that motherfucker. Said, I'm gonna make an example out you. You need to stick to your own. Got in trouble with a black man. I ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? So gave us our times.
Whoa.
No,
He
real
said
shit.
What to you?
No, he said that. I'm gonna make an example out of you.
Piss on his grave.
You heard what I said. Fuck him. And anybody that is involved with him, fuck him. Like, he was a bitch. Like, he gave me the max on everything. I was an 18-year-old kid. I went in at 19, was given 60 years with 48 suspended. The fuck I was going to do with the rest of my life in the Commonwealth of Virginia? So, I was ostracized.
It's old laws.
All old laws.
Old laws.
All laws.
Woo.
So I was a trustee in multiple situations, getting 30 for 30, you know what I mean? I worked my shit, I know. You know, I'm a hustler, you know what I mean? So, just like I hustle my way to no naughty by nature, I hustle my way into situations. Like my dad always taught me, if you act like you're supposed to be somewhere, ain't nobody gonna question you.
Hello.
So I walked up into any fucking where I wanted to be until somebody questioned it. And then by that time, I got a whole story for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Keep it moving.
You've been some
I'm
places.
Here, go work. I ain't bothering nobody. I'm here. You know what I mean? So I've always done that, but it's just hip hop has always embraced me. I mean, I had to come to the city for it. It really won't happen in the county too much, you know. The beginning of my book starts with, I don't know what the suburbs. I mean, I don't know what I was looking for, but I knew the suburbs weren't doing it for me.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from the far west end. You know what I'm saying? I dropped out of high school in 10th grade.
That's 2 in a row for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 2 in a row for you. Throw it up for him. Throw it up for the camera. Throw it up for the
Best side.
Because I'm definitely going to rap when that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You better know.
The west side ain't rep for me.
Okay.
So it's a little different for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it didn't rep for me. It harassed me. Like it was bad to me. You know what I'm saying? It judged me. You know what I'm saying? Like when Short Pump was built, fuck that, y'all can have that. I don't cross Gaskins. You know what I'm saying? I had to get over that. You know what I mean? Like I had to really get over that. But I'm not doing that. Like it just did me dirty. You know what I mean? So, but back when I grew up, and I went to God when there was only like 5 to 10, you know, black people, and they didn't know nothing about hip hop.
No.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It was different. So, yeah, it was different.
And you always had love for the culture.
Always.
And it's always been genuine. It ain't fake. It ain't forced. It's you.
It is. I'm a club chick. I love music so much you could put me in a corner. I just
Hey.
happen to get to know everybody because I've been in that corner.
Hey, you sitting
Right.
with,
And I've been
with two
smoking.
people that's just
Yes.
like that right now.
Yeah.
You sitting with two
Right.
of us.
So
we,
now I'm not like
Hey.
that no more. I know every fucking body. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
But I love it. I love the love that's shown to me. I love you know, just how far I've come. You know what I mean? Like my story has somewhat of a happy ending at the end of it. You know what I mean? It maybe not exactly where I wanted it to be in music.
Right.
You know what I mean? And as a B girl, I wish we had all these TV shows and these America's Best Dance Crew. Man, I'd have been all over that motherfucker. I got
Right.
King's Dominion videos
Wow.
of me breaking.
Pull them
That's
out.
the best video.
You
I'll
need
be
to
giving you.
Oh, when
upload
they was
them.
doing videos at KD.
Facts.
They don't
You
even
need
do
to
that shit no
upload
more. We
them.
was there the other day.
Yeah,
They don't even do that shit no more.
They don't know nothing about that.
They don't
This
do that shit no
generation
more.
don't know
Yeah.
nothing
No,
about
they don't.
They don't do that
But
shit
that's
no
how
more.
you
They
did
had a whole
it.
video booth.
If you wanted to rap, you went down
You
to
went
the
in KD. You went in the
little mic
motherfucking
joint
booth.
over there by
You
the
picked
Grizzly
a song,
too.
and you
Song.
goddamn got in that
Facts.
joint. You and
Right.
they did all the graphics around you,
that's
all the
right.
little
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It is.
Classic.
I did Mama Said Knock You Out. A whole dance routine.
That's throwback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
But see, we went there to practice so we could see ourselves on video to go do that dance contest to get shot at. So,
Oh my God.
So I'm like all serious because I'm concentrating. I don't give a fuck about what I look like because I'm not performing right now. I'm doing this shit to see what my leg work and all that look like. It's a really funny video. Like I just want to put an emoji on my face so nobody can see how serious I am because I'm not in like groove mode, like feeling the music in the club. I'm like, yeah. I'm in performance mode. Like I'm about to go get this motherfucking rent money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love it.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
So I don't
I
know
love
if
it.
I'm gonna let that joint out. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, you gotta put that up.
Yeah, you
No,
guys
there's a
are
couple
definitely.
people. The only people that's really seen it is Gallo, and Gallo. If he gets his hands on it, trust me, y'all all gonna see that joint.
Oh,
Huh? I don't know.
can you
Oh,
still
I can
dance?
definitely still dance, but I'm having back surgery August 10th. Like
Oh,
no bullshit. So I ain't
man.
been able to move since like January. You know what I mean? It kills me too in the club. These little bitches be, you know. I'm like, oh, y'all think y'all doing something with this twerking shit, bitch? We was working the walls. You know what I mean? We had Rare Essence teaching us how to put a fucking leg up on the wall and do that shit. The fuck is you talking?
They
What?
ain't doing
That-
shit.
They ain't doing nothing. I just can't show them right now. Yeah, plus, you know, in the club now, I done probably been with somebody daddy or something. I don't really want to be. I don't want to be seen. I mean, the age difference, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, these are kids. Like, let me stay
Yeah,
over here. I
I know
don't
how
want
you
your
feel.
kid
I know how you
lusting
feel.
after me.
I know how you feel.
And then
They
my
call-
boy come
they
to me
call
and be
me-
like,
they call
my
me the
son
mama.
came home talking about your ass. Nah, bruh. I'm good. No, we don't need to be doing that. Let's stay.
I'm the mama.
I
I'm the
stay in the
mama.
back now.
The mama swiper.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's the new way to say it?
I mean, I just.
I'm a retired
Hey, look, I'm just
Mother
letting you know what they.
Taker,
That's
I
what they
guess
said.
it would've
That's what
been.
they say. I ain't
girl,
say
but-
it. They say.
They said it.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what they say about me. You know.
Okay.
I like the mamas.
I hear you.
Shout out to all the mamas
There's a lot of
that
people out
subscribe
there that like the
to the Smoking Section podcast.
I mean, you're talking to the
Yeah.
higher percentage of the women out there.
Yeah. Shout out to
So,
all the
yeah.
mamas
Shout out
Fact.
to us.
that follow and subscribe to the Smoking Section podcast. I love y'all.
And all the smokers.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
You did that?
Yeah.
Is that a normal thing for you or
Nah.
just tonight? That's how you
I
was feeling?
told them the other day.
I was just
I might be
wondering.
the sexiest chocolatest nigga up on YouTube right now.
Hey, man. Self-confidence is where it's at. It is.
And I'm an arrogant ass nigga.
No, that's cool. As
Yeah.
long as you back that shit up.
Yeah, what? In my Hoovo.
I can't hate on you, man. I don't know him.
Yeah.
And the clothes fire, so
Yeah, you
you
know,
know what I mean?
yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I take that.
Yo,
You know, I take that.
Now on
Yeah.
our
Word.
page, we got some pictures with you and plenty of
Plenty of people.
celebrities.
so
we even had somebody
imagine-
comment on and say that was them in one of the behind the iced tea picture or something like
Yeah, my
that.
boy, shout out to
Yeah,
B. Jones.
yeah, okay, all
Yeah,
right.
shout out
Yeah,
to
yeah,
B.
B. Jones pissed say the fuck off. He took everything out that little cooler in Miami out the hotel, not knowing that shit's like triple the price. Say came up there wanting to kill that motherfucker. He said, y'all better put him on the goddamn train, get him the fuck up out of here. We had to talk Say off the ledge. Yeah, we was all family back then. We had so much fun. So that was just a fucking disposable camera. So the Foxy Brown, I'm trying to think who else. All right, the Foxy Brown, the Puff Daddy. There's a whole bunch of pictures that were just on that one camera. That was Mixed Show Power Summit. Even Lonnie was down there. Lonnie B was definitely down there.
And where was this at?
Miami.
Oh, Miami. Okay. Okay.
And it was like 4 or 5 different hotels, starting at the Fountain Blue. Oh fuck. 98 maybe.
Okay.
All right.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, we take that. We take that.
90s.
The latter
late
part of
90s.
the 90s. The later part of the 90s
Late
for
90s.
sure. Yeah, fuck, I don't know. Maybe 99. Yeah. Raekwon, all the Woo was out there. Loud Records was out there. This was more of like a honorary. Man, we just did so much shit. Like me and Mariah went to JD's birthday in Atlanta. We went to Jay-Z's platinum party. We went down there. We worked Power of the Dollar, and for 50. And he had only put out How to Rob, and Power of the Dollar was an EP. You know, it only had like 6 or 7 tracks on it, if that. And he had put out How to Rob, and we was in Atlanta. We was in the mall. And, like, nobody would take pictures with us because we all had on the Power of the Dollar shit. They was like, man, fuck that dude. He talking about robbing everybody. So we were like, we're not going to make no money, yo. Like, we had to immediately switch. So Akinelli was down there and was like, y'all got a all-female street team? And we're like, put it in your mind. But it was Octopussy that had just come out. So he was like, yo, y'all are hired, period,
that was the shit. That was the shit.
And we went through so much shit, like... So we had a chick that rented a van for us back here. I think she was from Essex Village or something. But she didn't want to come on the trip. Or I don't know, some shit. I don't remember everything. I smoked too much. All I do know is that we had one more run that we had to go promote shit. And it was back at the hotel. Because JD's shit was at the Atlanta Hawks Arena. And Jay-Z's shit was at the hotel. So we just pulled up in the front real quick. Put the hazards on the van for the whole street team.
Okay.
And... we came out, it hadn't even been 15 minutes and they had towed our shit.
What?
The whole shit was gone. They wouldn't give it back to us because Shorty was in Richmond. You know what I'm saying? So we're stuck in Atlanta. I got a whole female street team down there with Mariah. I'm like, what the fuck? So Mariah works some magic, goes and talks to Kid Capri. He's like, yo, y'all going back to New York. Can y'all drop us off in Virginia? So he takes my whole street team back and drops us off at the Marriott on Broad. Like, just so
that's what's
plugs.
up.
You get what I'm saying? And like nobody's fucking nobody, nobody's stalking nobody.
dope,
So
man.
that's just how you keep meeting people. So then it's like, yo, my peoples.
Real
You know what I mean?
love shit, man.
And then I don't want to get too much into this, but you know what I mean? Wise P from the Rangers from Rockefeller was my dude when I lived in New York. You know what I mean? We was together, and you know, so working with Jay, I met him, you know what I mean, and Bleak and all of us were, like, we were all family, you know what I mean? And then the connections down here, Tone and well, I ain't even gonna do all that, but yeah, everybody knows, Shay, everybody, we was out there with Hove. So, like, that, you know, H to the Izzo, that shit real. Like, I can fill in all them blanks for you. But, you know what I mean, the streets don't talk. So
you gotta tell the people that
right,
shit.
but... shit is real, and we just been doing this shit, man. Like on both sides of it. So I love hip hop.
Yeah.
I love weed.
Hey, you've been all the way in the mix.
Man, there's so many
Like-
stories. Like
So many.
yeah, there's so
from
think
the-
about the things I don't have pictures of. This is
Yeah.
back in the day.
all the way up the
And
East
think about the
Coast.
stuff you're going to put in this book.
Like,
Man, so much.
I
Yeah.
can't
So
wait.
much.
Yeah.
I don't even read.
And Mariah
But
is
I'ma
just
read
like an
that
elephant.
shit.
Like she remembers everything. Like she got a memory like an elephant. She spits out when we did it with dates and everything. So I mean,
Okay.
yeah,
So
and
that's
she's
good.
she can be like, Karen, yeah, you did meet them, and I'll be like, for real? Shit, tell me
Yeah,
what the
I
fuck
remember
was we?
that.
Because it was so much at so many times, and you never could react. You couldn't get starstruck.
No,
You
that's
had,
what
to,
I'm
you
saying.
had to work. You know what I mean? If you sitting next to Missy, if you sitting next, no, Scarface. Okay, so on that Flavor Unit tour, okay, Ghetto Boys and MC Light was on there. So MC Light's manager and I were real tight. Terry Moore, shout out to Terry Moore and the Moore family. So sitting in the hotel that used to be attached to the Richmond Coliseum, it's now like a house for like patients at the hospital. Their families stay there. Like it's a I don't know. Anyway, it used to be right beside 6th Street Marketplace. I think it was like a Comfort Inn or something. But anyway, Scarface came up to me and he was like, "I've been seeing you on this tour. The fuck you doing here?" I was like, "What?" And it was a white boy with me, Eric Parker, and he just got in our ass. Like, "Why are y'all here? Like, this for my culture. Like, what are you doing here?" And I had to like, you know, I'm cocky too, so I had to give a little bit back to him. But I was just like, "Yo, I fucking love this shit." You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I respect it. You know, it is what I'm not trying to take nothing, but it just. But we had to like give him our love for hip hop. We had to give him our story in the sense to where he was like, respect. You know what I mean? I got head nods from then on out. You know, Bushwick Bill would always hug me. You know what I mean? But he was always just like, you know what I mean? But he's still one of the greatest. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So if you want to check me, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah. Hey,
It's
look,
cool.
It was respect, no.
Later, it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, Black Sheep was on that shit too. Like, I just, like you said, I've always just been a vibe. I'm just a cool chick, and I don't mean that in a like cocky talking about myself way, but like
be cocky about
I
it.
remember
'Cause you
Drez
are.
wanted to fuck this shorty, and he didn't have no condom, and you know Richmond was lame. Ain't no 24-hour shit really open. You know what I mean? And so I went and got one from him from one of my boys and gave it to him. So then every time I see him, he'd be like, "Condom lady." So if I had a hard time getting backstage somewhere, nah, this is my family. You know what I mean? So just looking out on little shit. Like, I always paid attention to details. And like I said, I always acted like I was supposed to be somewhere.
Hey,
even if I won't.
That's major.
That's it.
I tell people that all the time.
I do that in sales now.
Keep walking
like,
in somewhere, man.
I
Look,
own that shit.
don't look at the people at the desk. Just keep walking like you already been there, like you belong.
That's what we did at the record label. Say would walk right through that shit. We didn't sit in no lobbies. Shay's like, Say would be like, "I know where the fucking offices are. We're walking up there."
Yeah.
And so we would act like we were supposed to be there. So.
Yeah.
Nobody will question it. They'll look at you and they don't question it.
But yeah, I've just seen so much shit. You know, I mean, period. Like even DJing in Planet Hollywood, John Ritter and Mayor Giuliani. I'm not proud of that, but the fuck I was DJing for him. Fucking CIA agents trying to take me home. I'm like, bro, we don't mix. Like, back up off me. Let me DJ. Like, we don't mix. He's like, "I can find out everything about you tonight." Please don't. Like, I'm fucking running for shit, right? You know what I mean? Like, leave me the fuck alone.
I don't need that.
Right. So I was coming back and forth to so many fucking court cases and all that. So then I lost that gig. But going home one day, I got picked up on the direct effect shit. And then I linked up with MOP here at the Marriott on 5th. Shout out to Fox and Slap and to Billy Dance and to Flip. They all fam and Lays. Bill Dance was getting ready to fuck this little bartender up. Like, he was literally getting ready to go across the counter, and I stood in between him, in between this little white boy and him. And he was like, "Shorty, are you fucking crazy?" And I was like, "Nah, you in the Commonwealth of motherfucking Virginia. And your whole goddamn MOP career is going to be over if you fucking put your hands on that little boy."
Right.
And so Fox, the chick, you know, that was down with them, came over, and she was like, real shit. Like, so they took me in first fam.
Okay.
So we still talk. Like, that's fam. Like, they used to joke and be like, if they ever saw Lady K or Fox carrying a purse, they'd beat us in the streets. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, book bag short. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I mean not like that, but just we was there. You know what I mean? We they runners. You know what I mean? We was they girls.
Backpack
So,
shorty.
yeah, facts.
New ventures.
Yeah.
Hey, look. We're going to pause that right there. We're going to say the rest of that for the book. People got to pay for that rest of that.
No, I know it's so much shit, yo.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate like the rebirth in a sense, because like the people that I'm around now, they're like, "Yo, who the fuck are you?" And I'm like, "Man, I've been around for
Been
a long time.
around.
Yeah. And they're like, no, but I'm seeing you on this website. I'm seeing you here. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, now they
So-
gonna watch you
yeah, I appreciate
on
the
Smoker
love.
Section.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely working on that. Definitely working on that. I'm gonna make it happen.
So what can we expect from Lady K? What you got going on? Are you coming back to the radio world? What is it? Podcasting? What are you gonna do? Cause it's broad now, and you are old school. We need you to become a part of the teaching for the new school. Cause you definitely history. You history.
Definitely, and I believe in energy, and I believe in what we do out here. Will take care of itself in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
I do see myself coming back into radio. I'm speaking it into existence now.
All right.
I have been speaking it into existence for a couple weeks now because my family is just making moves that just make sense for me to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
And I've put it out there.
Okay.
That I think it's time, and I think it's time that Radio 1 can forgive the shit that I did. It's over 20 years ago.
Definitely,
yeah.
So
Long time ago.
Yeah. So and until then, I used to have the Uptown Lounge where Crush got his groove back. It was more of a old school hip hop based show, and did like a great debate at 8 type thing, but I want to incorporate Bridging the Gap to kind of show the roots, but then where we're at now, where I used to, not even 5 years ago, be like, I don't want none of that trap crap on my shit, like, and now I've embraced where hip hop is.
Yes.
It was hard for me.
Yeah.
I can't
It
call
has
it
evolved.
the boom bap, hip hop. But I can appreciate it because I'm a beat girl. Half the time I don't even know what the fuck people saying. If I catch the beat, we in there. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it, and I've grown to respect it, and respect like the people like you that your top 5 wouldn't even be close to my top 5 because my shit's so old that I even might need to redo it. You know what I'm saying? Like the conversation that we having, but I ain't gonna get you started on your favorite junk.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Hey,
I'm
look, don't do that to me.
All right, I'm sorry.
Look.
I know
You
we
good,
over the
boo.
time.
You good.
It's so much
We
love,
do.
yo. It is.
Like, for sure. I want to shout out my sponsors, man. Liquid 2.0, Rich City Kennels. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Hoovo.
Yeah, y'all go shop with my guy, man. For sure, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out my special guest. You know what I'm saying? Special K.
Special K.
K.
Lady K.
You know what I'm saying?
Legend in these streets.
Legend.
And still in these streets.
Still out here.
Still
Heavy right
cooling.
now.
What? Hey.
Cooling.
And Mariah's still out here too. She's still putting flyers out. You know what I'm saying? So any flyer you got on your whip, that's my girl. She's still doing this
She
shit.
said old
Hey, look.
school
Yeah,
with
it came back to the flyer. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
It came back to it. So
Okay.
I love that. For sure. I appreciate it.
If you
Good
really
love.
hot shit, might put you in the mix. So follow the podcast, the lives, and all events. Subscribe on YouTube, the smoking section. Yeah, we lit.
Learn this bitch.